Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, welcome to our mods mashup. Today we're looking at the Kinze overloader. This one came out on Mod Hoster, and I believe it's also on American Eagles modding not too long ago. So this is the Kinze 1300, or Kinze, depending how you want to pronounce it. And I was hooked up to the New Holland here, and I was looking through the information about this little guy here, and apparently it will work with courseplay as long as you leave the pipe open. So keep that in mind. Anyways, this is what it looks like on the outside. It's got some nice tracks on there. Looks like the one from 2013. I'm not sure if this is remodeled from it or if it's from scratch, but it looks pretty solid so far. Can't do anything on the outside. I don't think you can close this or anything. No, not from the outside at least. Sometimes you can get some overloaders that have this feature right here, this little handle, and you can actually walk outside. I haven't seen that very often, but those are really fancy ones. Nothing crazy there. Okay. And you can cover it up. It doesn't say what button it is, but it's with there's a little sound associated with that. But you open and close that with N. But oh, there it does. It does say that. And let's put the pipe out. Looks good. So they said there was some sort of issue with the texture, so we're gonna go ahead and test that out right now. But so far I'm digging it. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty solid. No glaring errors that I can see at least. So it looks pretty decent. How do the tracks look when you drive? Actually, not too bad. Sometimes the tracks will look really weird, but this one seemed to be all right. Seem to be actually on the ground, which is good. Sometimes you get floating tracks, which is really strange. So you have to be careful about those types of things. So what we're going to do is going to go ahead and unload this combine right now. It's just an in-game combine, and we're just driving an in-game tractor right now too. And let's go ahead and just see how this works. I need to get closer. There we go. Seems to be working all right. What does the fill plane look like? Let's see here. That looks all right on the inside too. It's not too bad. I don't see anything wrong with that, which is good. So this actually holds, I think it's somewhere in the area of like almost 40,000 liters, I think it is. So it holds quite a lot. A lot more than your standard one, I think. Let's see, overloader. Yeah, so it holds 45,000 liters, which is about, I think it's about 12,000 liters more than the in-game one. So if we double check that, the in-game auger wagon holds 34,000, so it's about 11,000 liters more. So a bit more expensive though. This one's $79,000, and the in-game one, or the other one that we're looking at, the Kinze one, is $45,000 or $107,000. So you kind of need a larger tractor to haul this as well. So that's why I decided to pick up the New Holland, which is probably overkill, honestly. But we're giving it a go, seeing how it works. Looks pretty good actually. So let's go unload this. So I have a trailer down here. We're just going to unload this straight into the trailer, and we'll see how it looks, because that was one of the issues that people mentioned about, was with the textures. It may have been fixed in a release after, but I didn't see anything specifically that said it was or wasn't, so we're going to check this out. So this is just the in-game Fliegel trailer. Fliegel, sorry. Ah, interesting. So it seems like you have to be a little bit precise with your unloading, because it looks like you should be able to just unload it, but it looked like it was a bit weird there. It may be kind of far away, I don't know. Apparently there's only like this one little area that it wants to load into. That's a bit odd. I don't know. I think that might be the trailer though. Let's just try a different trailer here for a second. So let's go ahead and reset the AgriLiner and see if that makes a difference, because it seems like I think the problem is just it's too low. The actual pipe is too low. I don't know if you can actually adjust it. There are some ones where you can adjust. Can you raise and lower it? It doesn't say anything about raising and lowering. No, you can adjust the little pipe there though, if you look carefully. Which is kind of neat. No, doesn't say anything. It doesn't seem to be able to raise the pipe up. Because, like, I think the problem is that this should probably work. Yeah. So, I know what the problem is now. But you should be able to adjust that pipe, because that would create a problem with some of the lower, higher trailers. Yeah. So if you look carefully at the top of this trailer, it looks like what's happening is, see if I can get up here. What's actually happening is the edge of the pipe is actually in that, and for whatever reason it doesn't recognize it as an unload point, and I think that's what's going on there, and that's why it's being a little weird. That's that yellow box, orange box on the top, so it's acting like it can't see the unload area. And then only when you go to the very end, so if you look at the very end of the Fliegel there, you see how it kind of tips down, and that's where it recognizes where it can unload, because it's just a bit lower. It's a bit strange, actually. It's weird that you can't raise and lower this, though. You should be able to. So that might create a problem, actually, for some of those trailers. So that'll be interesting to find out. Anyways, folks, that's it for me for today. That's checking out the Kinze 1300. So be aware of that little problem there, which is a bit strange. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you can raise and lower it, so you can actually make it work a little bit better, but that's the way it works sometimes. So I'll put a link in the description for that Kinze 1300, or Kinze, however you want to say it, 1300, and hope you enjoy that one. It'll probably look really nice on an American-style farm, my guess. And we'll go from there. My name's Iain Robson. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I want to go ahead and subscribe for some more Mods Mashup. I'll catch you guys later.